3-2 раз, 3-2 раз. Здорово. Очередная часть прохождения Хогвартса. В чертовом преддверии Atomic Heart, который играть буду хрен знает когда. Надеюсь, что завтра. А пока потихонечку добиваем Хогвартс Легаси. Ну или еще играем, сколько мне кажется, до добития еще далеко. Хотя, казалось бы, уже 35 наиграно. Но я последние все серии так и начинаю. С разговора о том, что я уже долго в нее играю. О, и все. Погнали. Я не знаю, как я сегодня буду вывозить все это, что-то состояние крайней степени дерьмовое. Так, тут мы засадили. Тут засадили. А, так у меня их 12, нифига их. Ну пусть лежат тогда. Что делать? Что я там шматье разметил вчера, не помню уже. Нет. Надо этим заняться сейчас. Да, блин, жир. Грубо говоря, твои очки сменить. И уже концентрация на них намазана. Я так понимаю, что 29 левел здесь... Это последний левел. Что меня не то чтобы радует, конечно. А, нет, смотри, 30-й, блин. Жесть. А, для второго апгрейда мне уже не хватает, блин. Есть. Беру дровоколом нужно. У меня такого нет. Блин, ну... Мое любимое заклинание это вот Defend. И я, честно говоря, урона не увидел так много, как хотелось бы. Но я сейчас сделаю опять так же. Намажу на все разрез. И будем смотреть. Ну теперь-то оно должно вышибать просто как мразь. Чего? Но это 28-й. Это даже с апгрейдом хуже. Я не знаю, насколько решает защита 1. Ладно, плевать. Так, с комнатой что? Со зверятами. Они намазаны? Где хоть один? Что хочешь? Еду. На еду. На, жри. Так, у меня там феня вроде еще есть. Не знаю, зачем мне его перья. Но я думаю, пригодятся. Найти бы еще феню женщину, чтобы их разводить. Надо ли мне она? Ой, простите. Еще с кожи крылов надо снять что-то. Не это. Вроде всех объел. Так, теперь нам надо в Хоксмит. Загнать кал.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Я что-то бабла налутал.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Ага. О, талант. Талант. Ничего не буду пока вкидывать. Боже. Ну, а пойдем беглецу жопу надерем наконец. Что она меня уже достала? Болтается этот квест. Думаю, что уже пора. Я и так долго ждал.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Я сразу сюда зайду, поскольку я что-то не хочу второй раз бегать по этой пещере чертовой. Ой-ой.
So this is the infamous absconder.
Да, блин, я сразу в арену высадился, я не был готов. Так, а можно я подсейвлюсь? Так, сейчас еще свет вырублю, секунду. Оп. Так, с чего бы начать? Надо сначала прочесть, потом про беглеца написано. Есть ощущение, что ничего. Вот это он, наверное, да? Да. Является обычной обитателем здесь живет, однако за некоторое время пребывание здесь термин, возможно, стал прародителем других. Ну, спасибо. Затыкиваем, получается. Ну, сейчас я ему хотя бы побольше дамажить начал, чем раньше.
Bombarder.
Ах ты сука. У меня яда фаркнул, да, уже?
Arresto momentum. Bombarder. Accio.
Мистер Телепорт.
Bombarder. Accio. Defender.
Нормальный дефендер стал 700 бить. Так. Мне зачем ареста моментум? Я, наверное, вот так сделаю. Буду, так сказать, демеджить. Или конфринга, может быть. Потому что я редко, когда близко к нему, могу к нему подойти.
Confringo.
Забыл дискорд вырубить.
Bombarder.
Да где есть микрофонки?
Accio. Bombarder.
А есть, может быть, еще камушки?
Confringo. Defender. Bombarder. Confringo.
Есть идея. Есть идея. Вот этого вот.
Bombarder. Defender.
Сработало. Блин, где эти микропауки? Ой, нет, я не хотел его убивать. Опять, блин, закатился не туда, куда надо. Где микропаук? Не того, блин. Да куча. Эта камера все время меня бесит. Блин.
Bombarder. Defender.
Микропаук. Он еще сдох.
Bombarder.
Блин, честно говоря, хотя бы не ваншот. него жестко прям в классик высаживаю. Можем мне микро-паучка? Пока эта хрень не начала телепортироваться.
Now that's taken care of. I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter.
Что там было?
Revelio.
Хорошо сработано.
Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley.
Revelio.
Чё у нас тут? По приколу анусам больше ничего, так я понимаю, да? Можно убывать. Блин, 1000. Ладно, на метле это довольно быстро. Если не врезаться в деревья, конечно. Зимой, наверное, на метле довольно прохладно летать. Я понимаю, понимаю.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Ah, you look none the worse for wear. I think you decided against entering the absconder's cave then.
Чел, ты беглеца на изи
Mr.
размотал.
Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
This was quite difficult to retrieve. Shouldn't I get a reward for my trouble?
Of course I'm happy to pay you. I can't afford much. I've
Да
promised
мне
to
на самом
pay
деле
for all the
плевать.
supplies Milo's
Дай
daughter will
бабки.
need to attend Hogwarts one day.
I don't think you realize the trouble I went to retrieving the watch. Perhaps you can sell it for the girl's supplies.
I should never have mentioned the heirloom. Such selfishness. Here is your money, you extortionist. You're no better than Rookwood and his ashwinders.
Ну ты черт вонючий, бля. Я что думал, бесплатно что ли буду работать?
Revelio.
Охреневшие. Попробовал бы сам этого беглеца развалить, черт сраный. Паной, блин, еще. Денег у него нет. Торговец. Ну.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
сундучок имеется. Бэмс. Да. Более ущербного лута я, по-моему, ни в одной игре не видел. Так часто мне очки и перчатки падают зеленые, что я уже начинаю забывать, как выглядит эпическое что-то. Я каждый раз думаю, что вот все, я сейчас не буду отвлекаться, по-быстрому игру прохожу и все. И погнали в атомик. Как я ошибаюсь каждый раз. Я должен все бомжи-сундуки достать. Да, здесь похоже на действительно бомжи-сундук. Рукоятка. Что по заданиям? Поппи. Погнали в попе решать вопросы. Господи. Самые сложные лестницы в моей жизни. Еле спустился, блин. Уже светает. Здесь хоть враги скелятся. Плюс-минус всегда с моим левелом.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Я здесь просто сидел, читаю. Не переживай.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Centaurs aren't known for being the friendliest lot. Especially not with wizard kind, and not right now.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Да, можешь вообще в целом не звонить даже.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. Trolls have no business. I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Ага.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Дай бог. Я, блин, уже забыл, что за цепочка была с ней связана.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly, I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Блин, ну не помню вообще, в чем проблема была. Кто такой мистер Бикл?
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Надеюсь, ну хоть что-то сделала за это время, блин. Пока я тут делами занимался.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
А, ну отлично. Я как бы все понимаю. Но, похоже, она намоталась. Похоже, кто-то намотался.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Так, теперь я знаю, где еще одна лунная залупа.
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Рот закрой свою псину.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio.
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Gonna work. Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Я здесь. Что это?
Rookwood will reward us for our loyalty, don't you fret.
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them, what with all I've done there.
Отстань, блин.
Miss a payment with me, and I'll make you pay.
Someone messing about.
What was that sound?
Эй, ты фикус за тоталь, блин.
Accio.
Так, подожди. В натуре? Это было просто для них. Я, честно говоря, не знаю, как меня запалил мистер Стелсич. Спиной меня, видимо, увидел.
Accio.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
An aversion to the dog arts merely highlights it's not gonna work.
It might.
Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow said her friend had been wrecked, you know. He wants them alive.
Would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
It's exhausting.
Expulsion!
Даже я не успел умотать.
Descendo. Bombarda. Accio. Defendo.
Да как ты в стену скастовал, пес?
Descendo. Bombarda. Accio.
Clumsy little fool.
Descendo. Defendo. Accio.
Eyes.
Сейчас откатится.
Might wanna look up.
Можно камера делает мне?
Bombarder. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. Descendo. Accio. Bombarder. Defender. Incendio. Confringo.
To your knees.
Descendo.
Я застрял в каком-то говне.
Bombarder. Defender.
Я не должен был умереть, как дебил здесь. Блин, жесть они лютые.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Да,
Better be sure I'm not seen.
Если бы не заобузил, я бы вообще никогда не смог их убить.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Ow.
Revelio.
I've raided Rockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves. Let's finish this job and be done with it. Time this is.
Что, вопросики?
Visit.
Centaur's quieter than you.
Nah, you don't have to feel intimidated by my feats. We can't all be as gifted, can we? If I likes it, I takes it.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Так, жир ничего не получится с Петрификуса завалить.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few galleons in it for me.
I've used the dark arts several times. Can't understand why more don't. They're remarkable.
Так, чувак, нет.
Afraid.
Понял.
Bombarder. Defender. Confringo. Descender. Bombarder. Defender.
Так, есть тут пути отхода какие-нибудь?
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
I'm surprised I...
Да отваливай уже, чел.
I'd have filled a cemetery by the time I retire.
Да ты издеваешься.
Bombarder. Defender. Confringo. Flash of inspiration. Levioso. Incendio.
Expulso!
Confringo.
Expulso!
Incendio. Bombarder. Defender.
Expulso!
Lumos.
Nice, Lumos.
Incendio. Confringo.
Не-не-не. Камера, можно мне второго?
Just the beginning.
Bombarder.
Сейчас отключусь.
Defender. Incendio. Bombarder.
Look what you've done! You'll pay for that!
Reducto.
Че, готово раз на раз?
Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Accio. Descender.
No more happy days for you.
Блин!
You're easier to spot than an eruption.
Bombarder. Defender. Accio.
Die for that.
Revelio.
Ну охренеть, блин.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Да, блин, жесть, конечно, сундуков. Насрали.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Revelio.
Так, один там сундук. Один вон там сундук. Я все еще надеюсь найти меч тысячи истин. У меня почему-то никогда не получается не обшаривать все.
Revelio.
Пылесошу как мразь.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Да, конечно, есть лут. Оно того стоило. Да как всегда, в общем-то.
Bombarder. Descending. Defender. Oh, you're there. And he must be here somewhere.
Quick-taker!
Levio Incendio. Fringo. Incendio.
Conductive, aren't we? Expulsor! Expulsor! That was a expulsor!
Confringo.
What are you, shy?
Bombarder. Descendo.
Quick-taker!
Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Expulsor!
Defender.
This has become...
Давай сюда жирничай.
Expulsor!
Stupefy. Accio. Bombarder.
What are you for, son?
Electricity.
Expulsor!
Так, ты меня запарил.
Crucial.
What have you done?
Defender.
Make it stop!
Bombarder.
Crucio!
Confringo. Incendio.
What have you done? Oh, this is...
Levioso. Bombarder. Defender.
Жесть он впитывает, посмотрите на это дерьмо.
Expulsor! Expulsor!
Я честно не могу соточку набить.
Death from above!
Do you believe I defeated an Ash? Revelio.
Блин, ну круто, конечно, вообще с диким кайфом залетела на жирнича.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Raven. He will tell you what you need to do.
А где?
Over here. I need your help. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Блин, был звук, как будто бы где-то записка, что ли, есть. Приказалось.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Да, чел сейчас самовыпилится. Ой, я думал, жахнет хотя бы что-нибудь.
You ought to be more cautious. That spell can do quite a lot of damage. I've seen it many times.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Опять? Я же всем жопу надрал. Нет никого, и не будет. Погнали, не ссыть, чё ты? Я тут Круцова направо и налево раскидывал, блин. Знала бы ты вдоль ночных дорог. Шла босиком.
Lumos.
Шуточные двери.
Lumos.
Эти же подранцы нам за все ответят.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to
Да,
me.
куда еще больше-то?
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Так, пока мы здесь.
Good, honest work.
Надо загнать кал. Да черт возьми, где хоть один магаз? Ой.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? What can I do for you today?
Че по поушенам?
A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Пищу бы хотя бы дал. Так, погнали к Поппи. А, блин, ладно. Пеше, чем сначала пробежимся.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please!
We
were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
He could have been a bit clearer, or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Ты опять надо мной издеваешься? Все? Найс, конечно, заданница. $3000. Так, сейчас пока летите, я носочки надену. Ой. Ой. Летать просто за 10 000 километров. Дерьмо. Я, конечно, не уверен, что нам этот артефакт поможет снять проклятие с Анны. Главное, чтобы мы ее окончательно не угандошили просто.
Handy resource.
Бесит, что эта бесполетная зона останавливает. Просто жесть.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Veldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Что мы будем делать тогда, если не спасать сейчас тебя?
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now.
Of course.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice? Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, he could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the Ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the Ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Они что-то начали издеваться к концу игры.
See you soon.
Они меня тащат за 300 тысяч километров, чтобы я побазарил, и чтобы я ушел, и чтобы потом меня снова сюда подтянуть. Это дебилизм какой-то. Тут, ну, реально нужно фаст-тревел, походу, юзать. Чё за хрень к концу игры началась? Какая-то халтура сраная. Где эта вафелька? Я, короче, фаст-тревелюсь. Ну, реально уже сил никаких нет. Чё, она в Хогвартсе?
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Так, а почему мне GPS опять показывает куда-то, но не туда, куда мне нужно?
Revelio.
Нужно еще 2 ключаша найти.
Revelio.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way, but that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
Перезвонит, когда придумает план или типа того.
Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Yeah. Могу что-нибудь сказать, maybe? Нужно просто подняться. Так.
Revelio.
Так, это оно?
Lumos. Revelio.
Блин, а почему основной квест и при этом... А, ну да. Я все вспомнил сразу мгновенно. Блин. Ну нахрен через пещеру полетать. Я же не зря там fast travel открыл.
I've always said that.
A castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Который? Жесть, далеко забрался тут.
I should dismount here.
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
Ночь, 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 ты опять ходишь где-то.
Revelio.
Столько звезд подарила нам лето.
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Of course I care, Sebastian. We've come this far. Don't let your frustration get the better of you.
Fine. I'll defer to your keeper friends, for now. but I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Let's go, quickly, before we're spotted. Keep a close eye out. I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder why.
Raiding, I imagine. This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
Touch your helm. Thank you for making me the first object. Who my friends are now, don't I?
Patriot totalist.
Patrol duty.
Чувак даже не заметил, что я только что троих положил. Ты чё, чел? Кореша все, блин, передохли.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Revelio.
Так, отвары такая, потому что я, блин, не покупал больше отваров. Даже не делал. Ну, конечно, мне метлу нельзя юзать.
Thestrals overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
Это правда.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not going to trek up this mountain in silence.
Надо будет прикид сменить. Как бомжи натусуюсь.
Revelio.
Это даже хорошо, что здесь нифига нет.
I bet the Thestral nest's close by.
Incendio. Revelio. I'm sorry we can both see Thestrals.
It's certainly not something I'd hoped we'd have in common.
Bombarder. Defender. Accio. Repulsor. Accio.
Ну, блин. Оно. Не оно?
Revelio. Да блин. Ну найс, блядь. Чё за дебил это делал? Я даже разбиться тут не смогу нормально, наверное. А я все чаще замечаю, что как будто кто-то нахалтурил. Я все еще не понимаю до конца, как работает флипенда. Как, точнее, вот эту хрень поворачивать правильно. Господь. Столько времени на это дерьмо было потеряно. Флипендо.
Kill any who trespass.
Wait! We should have some sort of plan.
I'm through planning.
Нужно победить всех врагов, блин.
Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Oh, this day has gone on too long. Wait a moment.
No, 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 no.
Nothing. Just as I thought.
Конечно, ничего, не.
Reclaim what is rightfully ours.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Petrificus totalis.
Fight.
Охренеть, я в инвизе просто дичайший паркурщик.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
How nice of you. Hello?
Это вы, конечно, придумали просто прекрасно.
You don't think you can defeat me, do you? You can't stop me.
Accio. Crucible.
Call that spell
Нормально жахнет. А Круцова пробьет это дерьмо?
Accio. I will think before you were born.
Confringo. Leviosa. Incendio.
Utterly pitiful display. What an unfortunate disappointment.
Pity. Not quite. Kill spells glance. Return me to the ground. Was that your best? Easily diverted.
Leviosa. Confringo.
Где там стрелец еще?
Accio. Defender. Revelio. They got what they wanted. What were you thinking?
I was thinking about dead goblins.
You could have got us killed.
But I didn't. Looks like Ranrock's loyalists were heading further up the path.
Let's keep going.
Вроде бы как бы я инициировал это, да? Нет? Ну я не совсем понял. Я типа стоял, и чел просто у меня на голове родился. Я типа не совсем понимаю, как такое происходит. Но в этой игре это дерьмо случается не то чтобы редко. Я бы даже сказал, что довольно часто.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo.
Так, блин.
Revelio.
Что она дает? Просто возжгли. Ладно.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Изи.
Revelio.
Ramrock's gonna make everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us. Whether it's a sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that, Goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
Revelio.
Silent as a grave.
Revelio.
Someone there?
Crucio.
Defender. Depulsor. Confringo. All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Я тоже так думаю. Я даже с дичайшим кайфом жопу надрал.
Revelio. Bombarda. Lumos.
Lumos.
Ну, свалили. Ау. Чё?
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Ow.
I agree. Only good wizards are dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right, and I'll be most keen to help him achieve his goals in that regard.
Revelio.
Паркур, новое движение.
Just here.
Have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
I will make you pay.
This will not...
Depulsor. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Levioso. Defender.
I won't rest until you...
Bombarda. Depulsor. Revelio.
Так а что, у нас еще не запалил, что ли?
What's that? Who's that? Not your best moment.
Descender. Bombarda. Defender.
И 200, ты что, смотришь, что ли?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Bombarda. This must be his. Sebastian, wait.
Wait? For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord Gok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lord Gok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Revelio.
Блин, телепортовали меня от приколдесов.
Safe travels, my young friends.
Fall dead asleep on my feet, I can.
Imperial, how nice of you to stop by.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio.
Okay. All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Revelio.
Блин, надеюсь, эта пещера не 300 тысяч километров здесь проходит. Что за звук? Вау! Это же повседневная школьная форма в клетку. Вау! 10 из 10. Оно стоило потраченного времени. О, да. Так, что мы вдвоем? Кайф. Так, пацаны, перерывчик, пару минутцев. Бруп-бруп.
Revelio. So far, so good.
Charming. Spiders. How fitting.
Revelio. Bombarda. Defender. Accio. Defender. Revelio.
Да, разрабам бы по-хорошему дефенда заняться.
Bombarda.
Almost as good as I've done it myself.
Accio. Bombarda. Defender. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Defender. Defender.
Телепортирующийся по луке.
Bombarda. Defender. Defender.
Камера.
Defender. Bombarda. Accio. Defender.
Может не флипенда, а дисцендо.
Descender. Bombarda.
Да ты сраный черт!
Accio. Defender. Revelio.
Почему я думал, что флипенда? Что там притаился пес?
Bombarda. Confringo.
Блин, две паутины подряд.
One nudge and that chest might have fallen.
Oh, I think 3 inches at least.
Revelio.
Наверное, это смешно про 3 толчка.
Accio. Bombarda. Revelio.
I shall sleep better tonight.
These spiders are determined to make a meal of us.
I'm sure we
Revelio.
taste better than a goblin dinner.
Accio. Bombarda. Defender. Descender.
Мразь телепортирующийся.
Crucial. That's got my attention.
Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Defender. Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
Beasts, aren't they?
Revelio. A staircase leading here. Whatever for?
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Look at this place. Not really my style. A bit much, if you ask me.
Ну что ж.
Descendo. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Descendo. Bombarda. Accio. Defendo. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo.
Что это было вообще? Почему у меня ничего не сработало?
Descendo.
Я на кого-то другого десанта не собрал.
Accio. Bombarda.
Confringo.
Descendo. Defendo.
Confringo.
Bombarda. Descendo. Protego.
Confringo.
Stupefy. Confringo. Descendo.
А, не тот, блядь. Блин, камера просто кайф. Я прям кайфую с этого.
Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Getting through the cavern can't have been the only challenge. Perhaps we should search for runes.
We've seen Revelios like these before.
Confringo.
Is finding these chests luck or instinct?
Revelio.
Да я их через стены вижу, чел. Мне вообще плевать.
Confringo.
Can't get out of here quick enough.
Revelio.
файт какой-то будет, зачем мне классок насыпали? Ролик без пауки, наверное. Блин. Да блин, а ничего, меня-то все долбятся. Это древняя магия, по-вашему? Я испил! Анимация тупого черта не прошла. Тупой скотины просто. О, не. Ну я в этот раз знаю, что с этим делать.
Bombarder, defender. Potato.
Естественно.
Accio. Confringo.
Естественно. Естественно, да. Оно. Я не видел ничего из-за тумана. Конечно, паучка давай кинем. Я не понимаю, у меня нету меню. Приятель, ты будешь, в принципе, там заниматься своей работой или нет? Меня это, честно говоря, аж доставать начинает. Тролль какой-то. Достал, просто жесть. Ага, хоть зателепортируйся, черт. Разгоняйся. Это вообще бред.
Nothing like an angry troll to bring friends together.
Вообще просто кал.
Repairer. That was a piece of work. More than one. Revelio. Revelio. A journal entry. Isadora was here.
Везде насрала своими записями, черт.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Блин, конечно, отвара я на тролля высадил прям кучу нереальную.
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs, but the view, well worth it.
Да, прикольно.
Accio.
Чел.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Nice work. Your skills never cease to surprise me.
Не пятый курс сразу пришел поучиться, значит.
Revelio.
Another barrier. We can blast through it, I'm certain. Good news?
This journal entry sounds worrisome.
Да, есть такое.
Revelio.
Она, походу, сосуды забрала и начала их хранить.
Must be another floor above us.
Bombarda.
Almost as good as if I did it myself.
Of course.
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
But the triptych pointed us here.
50 рублей. Это тоже третий этаж.
Another rune symbol. Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language
Revelio.
right now.
Bombarda.
Первый, второй и третий.
Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here. Revelio. Revelio. I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
Там еще кусок триптиха лежит, похоже. Третий
The
кусок
final
триптиха.
canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this.
Погнали. Мне аж самому интересно.
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
Revelio. This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find out.
Батек.
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
Thank you.
Worked?
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves them.
Well, everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. Someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felcroft, the destroyed painting. It was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
Why did the keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
Сейчас как начнут совы лететь с заданиями.
I found one of Ranrock's drills in a mine along the shore. I intend to destroy it. I'm tired of trying to reason with him. You're welcome to join me, but if I don't see you there, I will reach out when I return. I have something to give you.
Пиво, надеюсь.
Lodgoth's getting himself into more danger than he realizes. I'd better find him.
Блин, вот сейчас мне как никогда нужно, чтобы прилетел какой-нибудь сайд-квест. Просто это может затянуться надолго. Ладно, у нас есть еще часок, я думаю. Где находится это? Господи. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Ой-ой-ой. Хотя бы меньше 3000 лететь. Так, но перед этим, как всегда, надо, короче, выручайку сгонять. Для того, чтобы что? Правильно. Шмотки новые разведать. О, маска новая. Так, остальное говно мы продаем. Наряга. Что у нас тут? Все по-старому. Инвентарь. Бэмс, бэмс, бэмс. Еще испытания какие-то. вот сюда еще парочку средних столов бы поставил, наверное. Чтобы капусту растить. Живность пойти потеребить еще все.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the
Да, где все? О, сори. Да иди сюда. Ладно, я тебя не буду больше депульса бить, что ты. Я ради хайпа, чел. Ради хайпа. Давай тащи жопу свою сюда. Запарил. Думаешь, депульса трахнул разок? Где там пес собачий? На, жри, черт. Да, я это специально делал. Чисто на рефлексах. Так, что у нас тут, Феня? Чё, тупой, что ли?
Would you please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time and I need a friend.
Are you familiar with the hamlet of Irondale? It's south of the castle. I think the cave that Doran wanted us to find is near there.
Дырокол. Блин, мне какую-то там поилку вроде делали, блядь, можно было. Мне же не надо никак это обслуживать. Они просто всегда живут. Все, я прихожу, только собираю, получается. Нет, не задавить. Так, значит, мне это дерьмо надо натыкать в каждое, да, чтобы они хотя бы жрали сами. Так. Ой, этих вонючек надо то же самое поставить.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Давай, делайте что-нибудь с этим. Так, там поставил, тут поставил, и надо еще вот у этих ребят поставить. Так, тащимся в Оксмит, чтобы загнать всю хрень.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
И собака. Он нормально себя ощущает, надеюсь. Очень жаль.
Revelio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Отнюдь.
Students always run when Peevesy wants to have some fun.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them. Beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Это все? Отличный квест. Так, стоп. Это все время здесь было? Сейчас сделаем все. Восемь, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Паук. Получается, будет 3.
Revelio.
Вау, зеленая шляпа, найс. Как раз то, что нужно. Я же этот сундук еще в прошлый раз заприметил. Только очечки припрятал. Блин, это интересно, конечно. Где могут находиться еще 2 ключика летающих?
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Да блин.
Revelio.
Надо их подсобрать, что ли, сходить все. Как раз есть немного времени.
Mine now, demiguise.
Знаю, где 300 штук сейчас хранится. Мне нужен кабинет сейчас Фига. У Фига в кабинете был. Да не хотел я портоваться, блин. Надо просто в следующий раз посмотреть, на что я жму, и будет все просто. Ну, в Хогсмит я точно портанусь, потому что... Да, можно и слетать цело, почему и нет.
Revelio.
Бэмс. 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 Так, а в Хогсмите мне нужно что-то 3 бороды, или как там эта хрень называлась? Нет, не 3 металла. Ну, какой-то типа порт или что-то типа того. Кабанья голова, о. Сюда.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Вот всего лишь. Это достаточно близко. Может, я потому что привык уже летать, блин, на 3000. еще достаточно темно. Надо сгонять. Да не маску, да не краску. Не знаю, как правильно она там читается. Прочесть один раз нормально хотя бы.
Revelio.
The tale of Beetle the Bard still rings true.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Бэмс. Кабанья голова. Мальчик молодой. Так, ничего больше нет. Простите, на имя.
You know? There ever been a vampire worth knowing?
Так, ну раз уж у нас все замки здесь высоких левелов, что я могу сказать? Сохраняемся. Вот. А на сегодня все, товарищи, ребятки. Будние дни стримы короткие у меня. Вот. Завтра посмотрим. Почитаю Patriot Viper. Если нормальный, если оптимизон достаточный, то, наверное, его начнем играть. И как-то будем параллелить две игры. Но если будет хорошая игра, имею в виду Atomic Heart, то следующие два стрима будут по ней. То есть завтра, послезавтра. А там будем смотреть уже дальше. Зайдет игра, будем продолжать. Не зайдет, Хогвартс Legacy будем добивать. Поскольку игра мне нравится, при всех ее недостатках она ультра хороша. Глоток свежего воздуха, так сказать. Ладненько. Всего вам хорошего, не болейте.